What's up everybody, welcome back to a brand new video on my YouTube channel. Hope you guys are doing well and fantastic. Did you miss me? Because I missed you. So before we get into today's video, as usual guys, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Okay, so basically today's video is just about me answering some extremely deep questions that I would very much feel uncomfortable answering. I asked ChatGPT with all the information he has or knows about me. I asked him to write me 20 questions for today's video, and he delivered, which I'm about to read for the very first time with you guys, and I'm gonna be answering them to the best of my wisdom. What is something about your life right now that looks good on the outside but actually feels heavy for you inside? Okay. As of right now, my business life, simply because I am a photographer slash fashion designer. I base mainly on photograph as of right now. I have not completely shut down my fashion world. It's still something I will pursue, but as of right now I'm mainly focused on photography. I started my photography business back in 2020, the year of COVID, where you couldn't go out, you couldn't do much. Prior to that, I've always liked taking pictures. Like, I've always liked taking photo shoots of me. Back then I was still studying in Kenya, so I would do that at least once a month or twice a month. Yeah. So I guess it was something that was always in me, but I never actually got the idea to actually pursue photography until the year of 2020, where I was scrolling one day on Instagram, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Instagram. And there was this ad that popped up about lessons for photography. I'm like, you know what? I've always had an interest in photography, so let me go learn it and see where it takes me. And that's where my photography business journey started, 2020. And that's when now I decided to open my business. When I say open my business, I don't mean like a physical shop or a physical studio. I just started my business online, right? And that's where it all began. So let's speed up to current. This is 2026, so I've been in this game for 6 years exactly, and I struggle with the fact that I don't have my own studio yet. Honestly, I feel like I have failed in that section, because I like to call myself, I am my own boss, I am the CEO of my company, things like that, but I don't own an actual physical studio of my own yet. So yeah, I took very long to answer the question. I'm so sorry. Okay, what is a dream you have that you're scared to say out loud because you're afraid people might laugh at it? I just cannot say it yet because that one is extremely personal. I cannot answer that question. I'm sure one day in the future, when everything works out perfectly and according to how I would have wanted it, trust me, I will talk about it. But as of right now, I just don't feel comfortable opening. So let's move on. What part of your past still affects the way you see yourself today? I would say it would be my dark skin. Growing up, I got bullied a lot. And every school that I went to, I was bullied about the same thing, and that was my dark skin tone. I am still extremely dark, but when you are a child, beauty wasn't something I really considered when I was a child. The way I put myself today and the way I kept myself when I was a child are two very different people, because I wasn't aware of all of the stuff that I'm aware of right now. So when I was younger, I would just dress a certain way as long as I was comfortable. I would look a certain way because I really did not care. But now picture me looking rough, just extremely dark skinned. So I was bullied a lot about that, a lot, and not just by my fellow students or classmates, but even sometimes with the workers of that school. They will also say some comments about my skin that made me feel extremely bad, extremely uncomfortable. And for many years, I just blamed God. And I want to say one thing. I'm actually very grateful that I never took the step of bleaching myself or bleaching my skin. Simply because one, I didn't have that knowledge in my mind back then. I didn't like my skin, but at the same time, I wasn't thinking of ways to change my skin. I don't know if that makes sense. I was angry with how I was being treated, and that bothered me. So now that I'm much grown, I get so many positive comments about my skin. Majority is of people I do not know. I'll just be walking and then someone will just be like, don't bleach your skin, you look so beautiful. Or, like comments like that. But yeah, I get a lot of comments about how beautiful my dark skin is, and I couldn't be more in love and more in awe with my skin. And now I am more grateful for God for making me look different and for making me, I guess, unique in my own way. Have you ever stayed in a situation longer than you should have because you were afraid of starting over? Yes, I have. I was on and off again relationship with my ex for many years. We were together ever since we were very young, and for me, he was my first real boyfriend, like my actual first real boyfriend. So I was deeply in love with this man, and I guess as time went by, our connection just like drifted. And the fact that I was actually also studying in Kenya and he was here in Tanzania, so that like distance kind of also played a part in drifting us apart. We kind of like forced, I would say we forced ourselves to hang on to that little hope of love that we thought we had between each other, but I think that love had died a very long time ago. But especially for me, it was really hard for me to like let go. I just didn't want to accept that it was over between us because I only knew him. So it was extremely hard, but it was extremely very toxic at the same time, I would say. Yeah, so it's just one of those things, one of those tough relationships that we all go through. We have that one specific relationship that really affects us in a way. It made me know what I did want in the next relationship and what I did not want in the next relationship. So it made me realize what was good, what was not, and what was healthy and what wasn't healthy. So yeah. What is something you wish people understood about you without you having to explain it? Why I don't know Kiswahili? Oh, I get asked that question every day. I do not speak proper Kiswahili, hence why I try to avoid speaking Kiswahili as much as I possibly can. Not because I don't understand it, I just don't know how to speak it the Tanzanian way or the proper Kiswahili way. I can't even explain to you guys how many times I receive these comments from people I know and strangers, mainly strangers. Let's say when I go to a shop to go buy something that I speak like Kiswahili, they always ask me, wewe sio mtu hapa, wewe sio Mtanzania, wewe kuzaliwa hapa. I'm like, yes I am. Alafu pia imefika point in my life whereby I just accept. Like if you think I'm a Kenyan, yeah, I am a Kenyan. If you think I am from Sudan, of course, I was born and raised in Sudan. If you think I'm from whatever country, I agree with you. I agree. I'm tired of having to explain who I am. I am tired of being asked if I am a Tanzanian. I am very much a Tanzanian. When I was young, my father was transferred to the Philippines for work. Therefore, we all moved to the Philippines with him. My first language was mainly English. And then after that, I think we moved to Kenya, where in Kenya they weren't speaking proper Kiswahili. They also spoke mainly English, and their Kiswahili was like the broken type of Kiswahili. So that's where I started to learn my Kiswahili, like very broken Kiswahili. It is what it is. I think I'm gonna have to do like a part 2 of this video, because this video will be very long and I have like 20 questions that you asked. So I will answer every 20 questions, but I will split the video into 2. So let's move on. What version of yourself are you slowly letting go of right now? I don't know how to answer this question in a way you guys could understand me. Feeling privileged. The version where I thought I was the most privileged is the version I have let go. I say that because there was a point in my life whereby I felt like I was living a life I wasn't supposed to live. I was supposed to live a much more brighter, better life. And I was stuck living that specific life simply because of a mistake that took place many years back. I automatically saw myself as someone who was placed in the wrong type of environment, was placed, and it was only for like a very specific time that I did feel that way. We all deserve much better, and we all deserve to be in the same level of happiness, of joy, of success, of all of that. What is something you are still healing from that most people around you don't even know about? I'm healing from 2 major losses. I lost 2 very important people in my life. My grandma, who was basically like a mother to me, because she raised me, she took care of me, she loved me, she supported me. That woman loved me. Like I could see the love she had for me. Even sometimes I was so unthankful to her. You don't know what you have until it's gone. That is something I've learned after I lost her. I wish I could go back in time. I wish I could be able to treat her differently. I wish I could be able to show her the same love that she showed me throughout my entire life. She still prayed for me every day. I I won't forget that. He will never see her without a rosary. She always had a rosary, no matter where she was, what she was doing. She always had a rosary. She was always praying for us, always just taking care of us. When we were sick, she would make sure she like made like this form of medicine through plants. It was the most terrible taste, but it was actually really, really good for your health. So she just took care of all of us and loved us so much, and I took that for granted. And now that she is gone, there's nothing I can do but to it's just memories left of her now. But I was very lucky to get to grow up with a person like that, and I was very lucky to have a role model like her. The second loss was my grandfather from my dad's side. So my grandma was from my mom's side, and then now my grandpa is from my father's side. He was an amazing man. He was the king. He was the man. Like, he was everything. He was everything. And I remember that day I received the information that he was gone. I did not believe it. I refused to believe it 100%. I was like, there is no way. I don't know where you got this information from, but there is no way. It's not true. I didn't want to believe it at all, because to me, to my eyes, he felt like the type of person that was going to live forever. He felt like the type of person that was never going to leave us, never going to leave me, never going to leave my family, never going to leave the church, the community. He was just someone who I thought was going to live forever, was meant to live forever. Because like, how are we supposed to move on without him? Like, how am I supposed to move on without him? You know, whenever I have a problem, I call him. Whenever I am not well, I call him. Whenever I'm traveling, I call him. Whenever I miss him, I call him. Whenever I just feel sad about something, I call him. And then you're telling me that my biggest supporter, my biggest friend, he's gone. that did not sit well with me. And yeah, those two losses is still very major. I wish I didn't take the time I had with them for granted. I wish I spent more time with them. You just have to be grateful to God that you get to see a new day, you get to live a new day. Your family and friends get to see a new day, get to live a new day. Just the fact of waking up in the morning is a big blessing. Going to sleep at night is a big blessing. And I think it's something a lot of us take for granted. We don't really take it into consideration just how much of a blessing it is. And another thing we need to stop taking for granted is how much we show love to the people you love. Surround yourself with people you love. Give them the flowers while they're still alive and not while they're in the grave. Spend that time with them. Let them know how much you care for them, so that God forbid anything does happen in the future, you won't have any regrets, but you'll just have memories of good time. That's just my advice, honestly. Do you think the life you are building right now is truly reflects who you are, or are you still figuring out? No, the life I'm building right now completely reflects who I am. I love what I am building. I love what I have right now. I love the life I'm living right now. I'm just so grateful. I am grateful. What is one fear that quietly influences many of the decisions you make? I am the type of person that hates to fail. When I set my mind to do something, best believe I will complete it. Before I make a decision, I have to make sure, okay, so is this something I can handle? Is this something that I can see through? Is this something that will affect me or impact my life in a certain way? And if it does affect my life or impact my life, is it something that I am able to continue with? Is it something I'm able to live with? Will it hurt my friends? Will it hurt my family? Will it hurt my dignity? Will it hurt my religion, my beliefs? So it's like those are things I consider, but at the same time, if I know it's something that is worth it, worthwhile, I will absolutely find a way. Okay, so this is question number 10. So my video will end after I answer this last question, and then the next video after this will be me answering part 2 of the following questions. Question number 10. If everything in your life changed tomorrow, what part of yourself would you find the hardest to keep? This current version of me right now, it's a version I will fight to keep. I like where I am mainly because I am in that grown-up woman phase, era, should I say. I am in that phase whereby I get to make now big decisions about my life, about my business, about where I want to be or who I want to become. I am making grown-up decisions. I am living alone. I have my own place. I pay all of my bills. I have a business. I am in a place whereby decisions are no longer made for me, and I have to live with the decision I make for the rest of my life. So I love this version of myself because I feel like I am my own person, or I am blooming into becoming the woman I am supposed to be slowly. So this is the end of part 1 of this video. I hope you guys really liked the questions, and I think ChatGPT really did a good job asking me these questions, because these are questions I was never asked before, I've never heard before. I've answered them the best that I possibly could. As you guys could see, I kind of got emotional, but at the same time, it's all about just being open and raw and honest, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I mentioned before, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for part 2.